Gonna take its chance. I'm you. Take its chance. I'm loving you. Welcome. I got my partner in crime here. We are waiting for the Kouri Richins trial. So we are sitting here. I misspelled her name. I got to fix that. It's going to drive me crazy. So we are waiting for the live feed, and Mr. R.A. is there, y'all. He is physically there. And the last word I got was waiting on the TV channel to get there and set up. So hopefully we will have a feed. Oh, God, I hope so. Did some more cleaning on my studio. Hey!
Wonderful.
Yep. Trying to get ready for my switcher to come in at the end of the month. So I'm all excited.
It's like a kid at Christmas.
It's not as pretty as what they see. And
your background? Is that what you said? Your background is beautiful.
No. The behind the scenes. This.
Oh.
Didn't you go like that?
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. I think it's all beautiful. So.
And I'm really loving this arm. It's actually for something else, a microphone. But I kind of like it like that. You barely get me, which is good because you see the front of me. Got my coffee. Forgot to put my earrings away. You know.
Get like a bird's eye view of everything that you do while you're, making this happen, which I really appreciate because we're all kind of in different places. So.
Hello, Karate Cat Mom. Hello, Jedi Jess. Yes, we're waiting for the live feed. I keep refreshing. I get nothing. So we're waiting. Howdy from Houston. Well, howdy from Kerrville, Texas. If you don't know where Kerrville, Texas is, we're just outside of San Antonio, about an hour headed on I-10 towards El Paso. Somebody asked, how far was El Paso? 8 to 9 hours drive.
Really?
Oh, El Paso. To go all the way across Texas is at least 18 to 20, depending on how you drive.
Yeah. People don't get that like states or provinces aren't small here. Like we can fit one of your countries or two or three of them into one of your states or provinces or like.
Hey, K-Swan. Hey, lovely. Hey, Miss Nee Morales. I am frustrated. I don't have a live feed, and I am looking. We are looking. And maybe I should put some more music back on in the background. So let me. And this is what I really need another.
And I do need to do that. I will.
Oh, we do have a feed.
Ooh, we do have a feed.
Oh, we got a feed. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I love Trial TV Live.
Trial TV Live? Oh, hi, Karen. Just gonna move my computer here.
Trial TV. Oh, yep. Trial TV.
Got it. Hooking us up all the time.
I don't need to be notified. I don't know a ton about this case. I truly only know, um, literally, truly only know the he tried to poison him with fentanyl.
Yeah, I only know the basics as well. Hi, Karate Cat Mom.
There we go. Yes, we're
You're
drier
not on
than
such
you.
dry
We
heat.
still have humidity, but not like Houston. Houston is like walking into a steam room from where I am. We have our days where it's high, but oh my gosh, Houston's like you just walk out the door and you're soaking wet at 80 degrees.
Oh man, humidity. The drier heat is a little
Vertical
bit
swimming.
easier.
I love
Vertical swimming. Oh, Karate Cat Mom, you're a delight.
vertical swimming. That is awesome.
Mm,
Yeah, we're
mm-hmm.
drier than you for sure. Oh, all I know,
None you
oh,
business.
poisoned him with fentanyl.
Yes.
I'm like, that bad.
Well, and I know
I
you.
know, right? I'd love 80 degrees right now. What's your temperature there, babe? I'm gonna look at mine. Look at yours.
Mine here is actually a reasonable temperature. So
101. Okay, Swan, where are you at again? Hi, Karate. Yeah, okay, Swan. Nunya Bitness, how are you doing? Welcome.
none you business is like one of the
That
best
is cute.
names
Nunya Bitness.
ever.
That is cute.
None you
Love
business.
it.
Where's
Lubbock
speaking
area.
at?
But you're not too far
Where
from
you're
me.
at?
I've spent time in Lubbock. Well, yeah, you are kind of far from me, but I've done fire training in Lufkin. I've done it in Lubbock. I've done it in Bastrop. I've done it all over. So, what is your degrees up there, Miss Sneaky?
Oh, you're gonna hate me up here because we're having like a cool day even for here. So it's like 74 degrees up here. It's like cool. It's a it's quite nice. So
Well, it's 96 here.
yeah,
I'm about the same as Karate Cat Mom.
Texas
Texas
is
in
a
the house. You know what? You're right. This is the most Texans we've had. Y'all have your cowgirl hats. Let's get her hat and boots on. Get that big buckle belt.
I
Just kidding.
really love how much Texas is representing in the chat. So if you guys
Yeah.
want to tell us about what you love the most about Texas while you're here,
What I love about
then
Texas.
the people who are not from Texas, we can learn a little bit about Texas that we should be informed about, right?
Well, Texas just a bunch of good old folks for the most part. My little town of Kerrville, Texas, is full of retired people. It's a retirement community. The average age is, I think, from 55 to 65 at least. And I'm being generous because I'm 53. No, what I love about Texas is you can drive one way and go to desert if you want to get that kind of a feel, or you can go the other way and get woods, and you can go the other way and get lakes and swamp, or towards Louisiana. Um, crazy friendly, crazy friendly. There's a lot to do in Texas. I mean, between you got three of some of the hugest cities in the United States: Houston, Dallas, well, Austin, San Antonio. That'd be four. Most of us still have our manners. Yes, ma'am. Don't be offended. And men open the doors, most of them, unless they're the youngins. So Yeah.
Hi, Eddie.
Hey, Eddie. It's a great place if you like outdoors. Different times of the year. I know somebody that literally just moves around the state all year round.
That's cool.
Amarillo, very north up in that little jig there. It is really much colder. The winters are full winters because it's near Colorado, that elevation. And then you can go all the way south to the tip of Mexico and be in desert dry. Go
Yeah,
west, Dust Bowl. Go east and be in the pine trees. In central, you got oak and cedar, a little mesquite. And guess
all
what?
sorts of ecosystems.
Huh?
All sorts of ecosystems.
We really do. That's what I meant the other day when we're kind of like Australia in the sense that we have a lot of ecosystems. But central Texas, where I live, which is kind of like between San Antonio, Austin, that central area, is the allergy capital of the world. So all of your allergy medications that you may take, Allegra, Claritin, all of them, they're tested here in the Hill Country.
Really?
Birding is awesome.
Birding is awesome.
Yep,
Interesting.
birding. Okay,
Okay.
guys, I haven't done this and I felt bad. We have a fabulous sponsor, and you see me drinking it all the time. Let's get a quick word in before court starts. Hey, y'all, please help me welcome the Hitchman Homestead Coffee. They are fabulous. They have many different blends of freshly roasted, freshly ground coffee. They have a monthly club where you get 4 bags for $40 or a Kirk option. Also, they just came out with a half and half. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. So do me a favor, go down to the link below at hitchmanhomestead.com, order you some coffee and show them some love.
All right. So one of the great things about Texas
I
is
didn't get
Richmond
back
Homestead. And
to this. I figured I might as well show you.
perfect. Beautiful. That's a lot of work. How many hours of work is in that, Ada?
Well, what part?
All of it. I'm talking about
This
the
is thread that you spin and then you put like a varnish over it. Um, then this is leather with some jewels. And this is
Are you
um
talking about sinew? Do you make your own sinew?
no, this is just
Okay, I was like, huh?
thin. I'd say 60 easily, 60 hours.
Yeah.
And then this part is the drop. So you
Mhm.
put that there. We'll get down. You put that there. Kind of hard. Let me see if I can embiggen it. Hold on. Nope, not really. Oh,
It's beautiful though. I can
it's
picture it.
it makes it literally my arm is a hand's reach. But
Probably about at least 8 to 12 inches. Oh, at least.
this is about 18 at least.
Okay, yeah.
This is a foot.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm way off in scale. That's super cool.
See, I mean,
That's
it's
so cool.
yeah. Somebody asked me about it.
Hi,
They sent me
Ronnie.
a picture, but they couldn't see the back of it. They could just see the feathers sticking up. So I cleaned up all my beads and everything, got everything ready to go so I can start beading. Howdy, Ronnie. Oh, we already said howdy to Ronnie. But hey, Ronnie. Yeah. One of these days, I'll put on some regalia. Oh, we were talking about ribbon skirts. I'll make you one.
Mm-hmm.
Just need your waist measurement. And how tall are you?
Okay. I am 5'8".
Oh, that's going to be easy. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
would be
material.
honored. Thank you, Ada. That would be great.
Well, we'll just talk about colors.
Yeah. I'll let
You're
you
married or
know a
single?
little. Single.
Okay, because when you're single, the ribbons are separated. When you're married, they touch.
Cool.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be at powwow. The job, the home, how's your gal? Oh, you got to be single.
Keep your uncles locked up.
Keep your single uncles locked up. Lock up them uncles. Some uncles are coming after this auntie.
Mhm. So just to let everybody who's just joined us know, Ada is an indigenous beaver. We're both just chuckling because she's Cherokee Cree and I'm Cree. I'm just Métis Cree and just like Irish descent. I am Scottish descent, and so we share a lot of lineage and just fun times and humor. So thanks for stopping by and having a laugh with us, and also listening or hearing in the chat what's great about Texas, because we've been learning what's great about Texas from the Texans who are in the chat.
Well, but what's also good about Texas is you get such a diverse culture and people. The military brings people from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
But near Louisiana, you got your what do they call those Louisiana people? Mm-hmm. Creole,
Yes,
Cajuns. They get
Cajun.
the Cajuns. Then you get the, of course, we have Hispanic, and then we have natives, and then we have, of course, we have every culture, every race here. We really do. It's a nice melting pot.
It's a nice it's nice to have that kind of diversity. And I know that there's like a lot of artistic communities in Texas. Like it's a really big kind of
It
artistic
is.
output. So
Yeah. And
seen a
what I
lot that
love
way.
is we have so many cool places to shop. I mean, no matter what your culture is, you're going to find something. I went a friend of mine and I found Middle Eastern um, clothing store in um, Houston, and there's a lot of Middle Eastern people in Houston,
Mm-hmm.
and of Middle Eastern descent, and it was so cool. I got me a sari, and it's gorgeous.
They are. Gosh,
He
those
said,
colors are so
"Man,
beautiful.
me too, none ya business." Well, that's where my Cherokee is from. Well, they came from
Wonderful.
Carolinas to Tennessee, and yours, most of them ended up on the Trail of Tears. Hi, Leah Wells.
Hi, Leela. Well, cool. None of your business. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing with us.
I was really thinking about that moccasin stuff though yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to find someone to make me an authentic pair, and then I just want to buy an everyday pair.
Yeah, and well, especially during powwow season with the people who kind of go
The circuit,
around, yeah, there'll be probably a couple of
not down
vendors that make not them. You don't want them.
this far down. Wow, we ought to get together, Nunya Business, meet up. See what people don't know. Powwows are kind of like the white man's rodeo. The dancers go from powwow to powwow to powwow. A lot of them earning money when they win in the competitions, the dancing, and all of that stuff. So it's a cool thing. I have yet to get in the circle. But I anticipate getting in the circle this fall. That's why I made all my regalia. People don't understand what getting in the circle means. You want to share it?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know because I don't do any dancing or anything like that. So
Well, spectators can only get in the circle on the tribal dances, meaning anybody can go in. Other than that, you cannot go in the circle and dance. You have to be um, a competitor and brought in. You have to be invited in. You can't just go up and start going or
there
competitor.
you go. Yes. So
Oh, really?
distinguished, honored
Oh,
guest.
did you make their regalia? None your business. I am trying so hard to find somebody to help me make my buckskin. I'll beat the crap out of it. I need someone to help me make my buckskin, and I can't find. Well, Karate Cat Mom, where are you from again? Where do you live again, love? Are you in Lubbock, you said? No, that's case one. So you're in Houston, right? Houston. Darling, there's gonna the best one, the biggest one, and it's usually indoors. I don't know if it's gonna be this year, is the one in Austin in November. It's the biggest one in the state. In Austin. They have one in San Marcos this fall. They have one, I think, in Temple. But the two that I always go to are the San Marcos. It's a little smaller, but the one in um, Austin's fabulous. In fact, I know one of the people. She's one of the people that helped put it on. Oh, Indian tacos, Indian fry bread. I'm waiting to learn how to make Indian fry bread. Oh my god. Girl, this chick will put on some weight for Indian fry bread. Diet or not, this chick will put weight on for Indian fry bread. We have 5 minutes before court starts. Mm. And for those of you who can eat buffalo, it's usually a buffalo meat. What about the hot dogs? Indian corn dogs or hot dogs. They use the fry bread with the hot dog on the stick. Oh, man. Why do we have to get talking about that? Not had a lot to eat today.
Sorry. Sorry, Ada.
I've been eating a lot of cherries. Y'all remember this bowl was full last night? They'll be gone. Mm. Mm. Ronnie.
Indian fried bread is also called bannock, Ronnie, in Canada. Bannock bread.
Yes.
And it's just delicious, like just pretty much.
Well, and if it's made old school with all the lard and everything, I'm looking for the thing. If you can make it with all really good ingredients, oh, mm, like fluffy heaven. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. Now I'm going to be dreaming. I don't know what happened to the shirt, but it's got a weird wrinkle in it. I'm going to be dreaming about Indian fry bread. Y'all, you're doing this to me. Well, better
And
than dreaming of this guy breaking into the shop.
yeah, that's awful. I want to say one thing before we start talking about that guy in the shop. I had to go gluten free before I ever tried fry bread fry bread tacos, and that grieves me endlessly.
Look, that's what it looked like, y'all. That's an Indian fry bread. That's
And
an
if
Indian
you ever have the chance, just
the bread.
say yes. That's one experience in life that you should just say yes to unless you're allergic to wheat. Then
Um,
probably not a great idea.
I love tortillas. Okay, I can a good homemade tortilla is the bomb. But y'all, and then if they
Mhm.
put cinnamon, butter, and sugar, there's the brown sugar melting. Oh, and you see they always it's always in grass or something. Well, that's a good picture. Oh, I gotta learn how to make you yep, I gotta
It's
learn
so
how to
interesting how during like the recession and during war times how they had to deal with either like food allowances or not being able to get certain things. So it's really interesting to find out.
yep, and I am just oh, my mother-in-law taught me how oh, I'm none your business, we need to meet up. Yeah, it looks like a doughboy, yeah, tortillas, honey butter, baby, oh, yes. You know what? It's kind of
Mm.
it reminds me when you put the honey, cinnamon, sugar, butter, or whatever, it really reminds me of a more of a light biscuity sopapilla, which is a flour tortilla fried with the honey or cinnamon and sugar on it. So, um, some people put holes, some don't. They're kinda like a sopapilla, but the texture in is just different. But, oh, I'm not gonna I live in a place that has a lot of tortillas, so this chick is not gonna sit here and say it, but I like them better. I do. But I don't eat them except for powwow. The only time I eat them is at powwow. Why are we having so much trouble? We should be on now.
And
Uh, we make it here in Chickasha Nation. I know. We've got so many natives on to here today.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Natives and Texans. You're adopted. You're no longer Canadian. You're adopted. Well, you're native.
Yeah. Well, so
That's it.
we were related somewhere anyhow,
I'm your auntie, darling.
Yeah. You
How old are you again?
oh 35. So honestly, we could be sisters.
Yeah, I could be your mama.
No,
I'd
I'm
be the young one.
36 now.
Huh?
I'm 36. I'm gonna be 37 this year. So,
I'd be a young mama, but I could have had you at 18.
or you could have been a really kick-ass sister.
Huh?
Or you could have been a really kick-ass sister.
Hmm. I don't want to be an older sister. Too much responsibility. Cindy, the
That
Chickatah,
is
I don't
true.
have any connection to that. Aw.
Princess. I can
um, I'm gonna see. We may have to just watch. Um, we may just have to watch RA. We may have to just watch RA. Where'd she go? Oh, we'll just pop this up. Nobody's streaming yet. Not native live right smack in the middle of the Chickasaw headquarters. Very grateful for the native tribe. They are. The judges not allow us streaming according. What? Why are they not doing a streaming? What the hell? hell no. You mean I went through all of this for nothing? Well, I do have you guys. Y'all are worth it. Y'all are all for it.
I had to get my little rascals.
Oh,
They're,
guess what?
I heard that the judge is not allowing a stream. Is this what I am hearing?
Well, Emily D. Baker doesn't have a live on concerning this, does she? Okay, he's live. I guess I can go use his stream. He told me I could use his stream whenever I need, so I'm going to go to RA, and if anybody else pops it up, I will. Love you, RA. Thank you. I can't hear crap.
Scanning a notebook for words, diagrams.
Oh my gosh.
But on the record before me today,
We're going to be about a minute behind.
The affidavits and other attachments that are referenced in the joint request, regarding which Ms. Richins has waived any hearsay objection, that there is no credible evidence that anybody from the Suffolk County Attorney's Office listened to any potentially attorney-client privileged phone calls other than to confirm, well, that's Ramsey, I'm moving on, or did anything else to intrude upon the attorney-client relationship between Ms. Richins and her prior counsel, or with any of you. Am I missing anything in the record?
Of course, if anything were to come up in the future, that would be something we'd address at that time. But as of right now, no, I think as the court has articulated it, that's correct.
Is there anything else you wanted to say at the outset regarding the March interaction between Ms. Lazaro, jail staff, and the notebook?
I don't think we're in a position to address that, Your Honor. And as we said, Ms. Lazaro is not waiving privilege.
Right.
We weren't present when that happened, so we'll just submit what is so far in the record on that issue. We should submit on that.
I don't see any legal issue with jail staff reviewing, scanning a notebook for words, diagrams, or contraband that would constitute or implicate a safety concern.
We would agree with that. I know that in the motion filed by Ray Quinney has intimated that it went farther than that, but yes, as you said, we don't have any affidavits to support that, and we're not waiving privilege. There's no one here to testify about that. But yes, I do believe they have the right to scan briefly any documents coming out of the jail.
Okay, all right. I'll make sure you get the last word. Ms. Olson, Mr. Bloodrow.
Thank you, Judge. We took the liberty of preparing what we consider to be a robust proposed form of order.
I looked at it.
I would like to speak to you about why I think the scope of that order is so important. As a criminal justice professional for 3+ decades, I have observed a certain practice creep into the conduct of some defense lawyers. That is intentionally placing appellate issues into a case. So if their client is convicted, they have a good shot at sentencing. Let's call this the poisonous breadcrumb strategy. I am a member of the bar who strongly disagrees with that conduct. I posit that every lawyer has an affirmative duty not to engage in conduct that would be prejudicial to the administration of justice. And for this, I cite Rule 8.4D. It is wrong for a lawyer to intentionally throw a wrench into the gears of the system of justice to intentionally create error, to intentionally procure.
Okay, guys, I can't do it. If you buy a jacket that looks like this and has a split in the back, cut the damn tailor thread. It's only there for shipment.
A fundamentally flawed proceeding for their.
So many people.
As an elected county attorney, I have a sworn duty to protect the constitutional rights of the criminally accused. I have a duty to provide a fundamentally fair process. Among the many rights of the criminally accused, I am charged with protecting the right to a manufactured appellate issue is not one of them. Ray Quinney, Nebuchadnezzar, and Sky Lazaro went where no attorney has ever gone before and took the unprecedented action of seeking to deprive this aggravated murder proceeding of every single attorney of record on a single Friday afternoon. They withdrew and they moved to disqualify the entire prosecution.
So this is where I need you to slow down for a second. Sky Lazaro's motion to withdraw was not because of any of her conduct. It was an imputed conflict from somebody else in a large firm. And so I need you to stop just short of
That looks horrible.
going too much farther down the road of alleging a dial and dash kind of plan here. Let's just stay focused on what was in the motion and what evidence there is, if any. Why do I need to make findings regarding the content and circumstances of communications that your office hasn't listened to?
Because the motion sitting in that record, if not addressed now, if not addressed thoroughly and cleaned up now, is the equivalent of an undetonated grenade in this record.
I respectfully disagree if the court finds there was no Sixth Amendment violation because there was no intrusion into the attorney-client relationship. And there cannot be any intrusion under the evidence in the record before this court. It simply didn't happen. Regardless of what Ramzi Hamidi did or didn't say, or what Ms. Richins objectively or subjectively believes the circumstances of that call were with respect to confidentiality, the evidence showed Mr. Bloodworth didn't listen to him, and that jail staff did not read the substance of that notebook. That's it. I can understand why your office is really pissed about the content of that motion, but that is not enough to form a Sixth Amendment violation.
It's not. There's no factual basis, there's no legal basis, and it was done for an improper purpose. And while those unfounded allegations are of the utmost concern to this team, protecting this record is our primary goal. And I believe that this is what Your Honor needs to do. We have thought long and hard.
I'm trying to keep my face off of the bottom.
It has been
So we could do that.
burden to try to work through this with this sitting unresolved in our record. And I agree, correcting the record begins and ends with one simple and essential truth. We didn't listen to the calls.
And did not read the contents of the notebook that was alleged to be attorney-client privilege notes from Ms. Richins to her lawyer at the time. Right? We can acknowledge that if that had occurred,
Where's he? I don't see him.
there's no evidence that occurred.
Oh,
And there's no objection from the defense to reasonable scanning of documents going out of the
I can't
jail
see him.
to make sure they do not contain safety concerns or contraband.
He must be behind
Are right on the law.
the defendant.
Judge, I am accountable to this community. The community, Eric Richins' family, and the defendant deserve to know with certainty that there has been no intrusion into the attorney-client relationship. And I believe the proposed findings of fact and conclusions of law that we've submitted to the court.
Pause for 1 second. Do we let somebody? Okay. My apologies, Ms. Wilson. Keep going. You are accountable, as am I. And Ms. Nestor, Ms. Lewis, and Mr. Ramos are accountable to me and to the bar. We are all accountable to somebody here. There is no credible evidence of any intrusion by your office or anybody in it or any agent of it into the attorney-client relationship between Ms. Richins and her current or former counsel. That is the end of the motion.
May I recite a few of the findings I would like to see in the order?
I've read them, but you can if you'd like.
Okay. Ms. Richins and Mr. Hamady knew their calls were being recorded. Because the recordings existed, their production and discovery was compelled. Just because the recordings exist does not mean anybody listens to them for their reasons, and I thank you for the
Correct.
The prosecution did not listen to them and diligently sidestepped them. The allegations by Ray Quinine-Ebeker and Sky Lazaro are speculative at best and bad faith at worst. The conspiracy alleged that jail personnel are intruding into the attorney-client relationship and sharing information with the prosecution is speculative at best and bad faith at worst. There has been no per se Sixth Amendment violation. The 34 calls are not protected communications. I want to go there. The presence of a recording device destroyed any privilege that may otherwise have existed. There was no intrusion into the attorney-client relationship. The prosecution never became privy to any attorney-client communications. And the timing of the motion to disqualify, 5 months after Ray Quinine-Ebeker discovered the existence of the 34 recordings in the discovery file, 5 months after the email that contained swift and categorical assurances by myself and the chief prosecutor that no such intrusion had occurred, and 3 months after the disturbance at the jail is a standalone basis for denial. Because of the timing and because it can be viewed as a manipulative litigation tactic under the DJ investment group case. I would like those findings, Judge, and I think the rub between myself and Ms. Lewis is simply that finding that and it's the Hatcher case, the new case.
You're asking the court to rule as a matter of law that any communication made by Ms. Richins to her counsel outside of the protected arm of the home wave system is automatically a non-confidential communication. I'm not prepared to do that. And I don't need to, because the evidence shows your office did not listen to it, which was the correct response. And so we don't need to go down that law. The implications of that broader ruling might be difficult for me to see around those corners at this point. I'm not doing that though.
And I do need to place in the record another thing. After this defense team was appointed, they asked that if we would cause the taint attorney to remove those 34 calls from the discovery file, and he did do so, and he's in sole possession of those. I wanted to make that clear.
I appreciate that.
Okay, that's my request. I'll wait and see what your order says.
I understand. Anything else? Okay. Ms. Lewis.
All right, I don't think we have anything to add. I mean, you addressed our concern. So unless you want me to say anything more about the waiver of privilege, we don't have anything to add. We just submit.
Okay.
Tacky, tacky, tacky.
The issue before the court is defendant's motion to disqualify the prosecution. defendant requested in order either disqualifying the Suffolk County Attorney's Office in whole or disqualifying Mr. Bloodworth as a prosecutor. The factual allegations upon which defendant's motion is based are twofold. First, that Mr. Bloodworth listened to certain attorney-client privilege communications between defendant and one of her attorneys, or prior attorneys, Mr. Ramzi Hamidi. There's no credible evidence that Mr. Bloodworth or any other agent of the state has listened to any attorney-client privilege communication between defendant and her counsel, other than a few occasions on which Mr. Bloodworth listened to the minimal amount of time necessary to identify Mr. Hamidi as a participant in the call, and after which Mr. Bloodworth promptly stopped listening and moved on. The second factual allegation upon which defendant's motion is based is an incident on March 26, 2024, during which jail staff, specifically Sergeant Thomas, would not allow the defendant to pass a notebook to her counsel, prior counsel, Ms. Lazaro, until after jail staff had read each page of the notebook. And there's no credible evidence that Sergeant Thomas did or even attempted to read the substance of any page of the notebook, as opposed to merely scanning the pages for words, diagrams, or contraband that implicated a safety concern for the jail or jail staff. Based upon an independent review of the record, the court finds that neither Mr. Bloodworth nor any other agent of the Summit County Attorney's Office has intentionally or purposefully intruded upon the attorney-client relationship between defendant and her counsel. And the Summit County Attorney's Office has not directed the Summit County jail staff regarding the conditions of defendant's pretrial detention. Based on those findings, the court concludes that no per se violation of defendant's Sixth Amendment rights has occurred based on the conduct of the Summit County Attorney's Office. Based on the record before the court, disqualification of Mr. Bloodworth or any other attorney in the Summit County Attorney's Office is not necessary to maintain the fairness of these adversary proceedings. In sum, defendant's motion to disqualify is without credible basis.
Yes, I believe that's the prosecution attorney.
The court will issue written findings of fact and conclusions of law to preserve an appellate record, and will issue that written ruling in the near future.
I got to get a hold of that girl.
Ms. Lewis, anything else on the motion?
No.
Ms. Olson?
Thank you, Judge.
We have a preliminary hearing coming up. At the last scheduling conference, I asked you whether there were any evidentiary issues or stipulations that we needed to address in advance of that. Have we made any progress, Ms. Olson?
Well, as Ms. Lewis said, Ms. Nestor's been in trial. We are going to be working on that and fully.
She's old enough to know better.
Be able to have it defined prior to the beginning of.
I'm so surprised to just see that and be like,
If we need to have a discussion, I'd like to have
She
it prior
should.
to August 26th, so that neither side has any surprises the morning of. And so if I need to fit you into my schedule during the week of August 19th, please let me know.
Understood.
Ms. Richins, barring that, I will see you again on the morning of August 26th. I wish you the very best of luck. Okay. Court's in recess.
That's it?
Thank you, folks.
That's it? You're kidding me. How long did that last? What did we say, 15 minutes? That was 18 minutes, y'all. Y'all, no. Y'all. No, they're not in jail. It took longer to find the damn stream than it did to listen to this. I've been live for an hour. For 18 freaking minutes. No. No, 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 no.
What was her name? Margaret Olson?
Yes.
Margaret Olson looked like she had a pew-pew in her pocket, and she was not happy to see the judge for a moment. Like, it was just
Cynthia, here.
getting to be ridiculous.
I was like,
It's just like,
oh,
I don't have a pocket to put my hand in.
do you know what? When someone goes through law school, they need to have a class on how to physically dress, literally how to dress, how to get a tailored suit. It's just as bad. What she did with her suit is just as bad as a man leaving that tailored tag, the company tag on the sleeve. They don't clip it off. A friend of mine passed away. Her husband goes in. He just bought the coat, and nobody told him not to take that off. I'm like, oh. Sensei heel.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's been held in bail, but she's not in. She's in street clothes. Okay. Yep, you had it nailed.
So, wow.
Sorry about that trial TV live. I tried to get it from you. I'm so sorry. But you guys, I want you guys to know Trial TV Live is awesome. And I love getting stuff from their streams because it's uninterrupted unless you watch it from somebody like me. No commercials, none of that stuff. Well, unless you don't have premium, and then yeah. Kouri has 4 more court dates this month. Aw, thank you for saying that you love me. I needed to hear that today. Or the cleaner's tag still stapled to the collar. Oh my gosh. I got to tell you, I miss dressing up. I miss feeling more feminine. I don't feel that way anymore. We've gone masculine. Meaning, I miss being able to, my favorite shirt of all time was, let me get it this way. Do you know the white button-down business collar with the nice long and gated ruffle? It was shorter here and longer here. And it had a little ruffle coming down the middle. Not a tuxedo shirt.
Mm-mm.
But, I miss that frou-frou. Oh, you're getting the feed from RA too. So I bet he was behind the camera, wasn't he?
I'm thinking, I was about to say, I think you're right when you say, I think Ari's behind the camera, because who else would be if nobody else had the stream? I'm just thinking. Yeah, Trial TV says he was the only one to air this morning. Or this hearing, rather. Sorry.
Yeah, he was not in his short. I didn't see him. He's behind the camera. We wouldn't. Wait. What just happened?
RA just got the exclusive broadcast rights on the hearing. That's what happened.
Huge shout out for RA. He's the only one who had a stream. Is that Miss Mary? Hello? My friend Mary. I saw her bring in 2 drinks. Hopefully she brought me a drink. Braxton! All right, if y'all don't know, there was a musical, Houston, Houston. So that's why I say Braxton, Braxton. It's a playoff of a musical. So it was through his top. Well, I asked and they said no, it was straight through his channel. Best part was taking them off when I got home. That was the high heels. Oh, welcome, Braxton. We love you, Braxton. I know you're working. Okay, guys. That be all she wrote.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So the next time I go live will be tomorrow. Oh, that wasn't Mary. That was somebody else. Dagnabbit. I thought she brought me Mary. Oh, that is Mary. So did you come? Wait a minute. Have these here. Y'all, come here, Mary. You want to say hello to my
We're
friend?
playing Guess Who's Here in the studio, where we guess who's visiting Ada.
Y'all, this is my friend Mary.
Hi.
Hi, Mary.
Yeah, she's my good bud. So y'all, I've got company here. I'm going to go. We're going to let you go. We're going to rock it out of here. Thank you guys for joining. Y'all are awesome. Blessings, blessings. And let's remember, kind to somebody. You may be the only one who's kind to them that day. All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
See you later.
Take it